Well, for me, Profiler does a number of really important things. The first thing is it means you can get all of your suppliers off Excel spreadsheets that might be lying all over the company into one single view, into a really powerful database where you get an instant snapshot of all of your suppliers.
Supply chain management is undergoing a major transition. It can no longer be based just on on-time delivery, quality and price. There's a complexity which is being brought into supply chain management through globalization, the explosion of social media, but also customers' greatened and heightened awareness of ethical issues. It means that there is a greater need for organisations to look at the wider risks their supply chains pose, and therefore many more factors that must be considered. More and more businesses are wishing to align their own supply chains with their values and their aspirations. This isn't just to improve their margins, it's to ensure that they get a greater level of governance over their supply chain, greater governance over the management of that, to ensure that they can reduce and eliminate the risk that's posed here. Information about organisations' supply chains are often not visible to people. It's incomplete. You have individuals or teams that are managing separate bits of information, often on Excel spreadsheets, not collated into one area, one source of information. This in itself is very costly, but the risk is even more costly of having disparate information, so you can't take a global view of where the risk may sit within a supply chain. There was a recent survey of international organisations conducted by the Business Continuity Institute, which identified that 75% of all respondents to that survey didn't have visibility of their supply chain. Then the lack of visibility makes organisations highly vulnerable to supply chain disruptions, but also the potential for brand damage, making it very costly for a business when things go wrong. The risk can be as simple as organisations not having a health and safety policy, being unaware of environmental issues, all the way through to more complex issues that are looking around ethical trading or child labour. Well, Profiler is an easy to implement tool. It enables organisations to ask their suppliers a set of questions against a number of business critical areas, such as financial standing, insurances, environmental issues, and also equal opportunities and diversity. Customers can tailor the question set by selecting the questions that are more relevant to them from a master set of questions, and then apply a weighting system. So that means that although they may be asking the same question as another organisation, they're able to say what they believe is more important to them. Once completed, each supplier is validated and scored, and the online system provides a complete view of that risk. So in essence, Profiler provides visibility of where supply chain risk sits, enabling the end user to implement, assess, plan, manage risk mitigation strategies around the risk that's been identified within their supply chain.
Now, when you've got that full view of what's going on with your suppliers, you can then immediately see where your opportunities might lie. For example, you may have way too many suppliers for a particular product, and you've got an opportunity then to rationalise those and get some cost reduction opportunities. Alternatively, of course, you might find yourself with only one supplier, all your eggs in one basket for one particular key service in your organisation, which of course leaves you vulnerable, and you can take quick action to resolve that.
The key benefits of Profiler are that it delivers process efficiencies and cost savings, improves corporate governance, delivers self-service view of risk in the supply chain, underpins organisational values, enables you to manage and procure with relevant information, centralisation of supplier data, and enables you to select suppliers by integrity and sustainability. The system itself is easy to implement, it's low cost, it's a data capture and validation tool, and in essence it provides assurance through knowledge. The Profiler team works with customers to define their question sets, weight those questions, set relevant scores against it through the weighting mechanism, and make sure this is in line with their values and their aspirations. The team will provide full training to all system users to ensure that the implementation of the system is quick and it's effective and efficient. As soon as the system it's agreed, the system has been calibrated, the team will start the process of contacting the suppliers and getting that information into the systems and having that information validated by our in-house teams. The Profiler system enables an organisation to build supply chain risk in a live environment. So as soon as the questionnaires are started to be completed by the suppliers, that information becomes visible through the profiler system. So you start to get an instant view of where the risk may sit within the supply chain. You're not waiting for the completion of all of your supplies to go through the system before an organisation can take action. The power that Profiler gives, it enables organisations to ask the questions it knows it should, but doesn't always ask. And that the data is held centrally, and it enables a multidisciplinary team to act upon the information that's held for the benefit of that organisation.